a former winner of the BCA Open 9-ball championships. Please welcome from the Republic of the Philippines, Dennis Orcollo. And Ricky Palmer, sponsored and fluid by Gabriel Tables, Simona Squad, and Predator Hughes, former winner of the U.S. Open 9-ball championships, the WPA World 9-ball championships. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the reigning World 8-ball champion from Manching, Germany. Give it up for Mr. Ralf Souquet. Gentlemen, let's get it on.
From the Grand Ballroom of the Riviera Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, this is the finals of the Predator International 10-Ball Championship, brought to you by Predator Q's, Predator Choice of Champions Worldwide, jbetpoker.net, the home of the $10,000 free roll, and Ozone Billiards. Play in the zone. Our competitors this afternoon are Ralf Souquet of Germany and Dennis Orcollo of the Philippines. Hello, everyone. I'm Jerry Forsythe, and I am very pleased to be joined in the booth this afternoon by the current World 10-Ball Champion, Dennis Appleton of Great Britain. Good afternoon, Dennis.
Darren.
Darren, excuse me.
Thank you, Jerry. Very pleased to be here. First time I've really done a live commentary, so to do it with Ralf Souquet against Dennis Orcollo is an honour for me.
See, I had Dennis on the mind.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, really looking forward to the final. And these guys have done well to get to the final, because I think they both lost their very first match in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Especially Ralf Souquet, he lost to Carlos Cabello in the first round, 11-10. 10-9, sorry. 10-9. And after the match, he was an angry man. It's the most angry I've ever seen Ralf been, because I was playing on the next table to Ralf, and he missed a straight in 9-ball when he was 9-8 up to win the match. And then he missed a 2-10 combination when it was 9-9. And I heard when he got outside that he gave the wall a punch when he got outside the arena. So
very unlike him.
And I've never known Ralf to do that.
Absolutely not, but he certainly made up for it the rest of the week. He just had a perfect match in a race to 7 where he had 7 racks where he ran from the 1 to the 10.
Yeah.
So we'll see what's in store for us.
Yeah, but again, like, just shows the temperament of Ralf and the art he's got to come back from a defeat like he did in his very first match. Maybe he needed to give himself a kick up the backside to get it going after his first defeat in the tournament. And I've probably seen him play about 3 or 4 matches in the tournament, and he's played perfect full.
Well, Ralf is known for his mental strength as well as his flawless game.
Yeah.
But he is up against one tough character in Dennis Orcollo.
Yeah. Dennis. I've known Dennis for 3 years now, and like you said, in the Philippines, he's probably like the most feared money player in the Philippines. And he's probably not quite as won as many tournaments as what he should have done, but I still believe he's pretty young, maybe 26, 27 years old.
Right.
So I think he's going to be around for a long time.
Well, his miss on the 1 ball has brought Ralf Souquet to the table, but there's not a whole lot out there.
Yeah, it was a tough shot for your first shot in the final. The first couple of racks, obviously, you're going to be really nervous and desperate to get off to a very good start, especially against these two, because the opportunities are not going to come very easily. You've got to work very hard for your opportunities.
Well, we're going to be engaged in a bit of a safety battle here early on. Neither player wants to give up an open table, so.
Yeah, Ralf played a loose shot there, but I think he got a pretty good roll. I don't think he can make the 1 onto the 4 ball. I think he can.
Well, from there, things open up pretty well for him.
Things look good there. Again, at this level of play, you don't expect these two players to miss many balls. And is it still a race to 7 in the final?
No, we're in a race to 8.
Oh, it's a race to 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so obviously it's a short race, so I think it's very important to get off to a good start in the match.
Combination 2 to the 3. And that 3 wiped its feet going in.
I think this rack's all about getting from the 6 ball to the 7 ball. So he just needs to play, leave a lot of angle on the 6 ball and just float the cue ball down table for the 7 ball, and he should be out. And what I've noticed with Dennis is that he's been playing pretty quickly in this tournament.
Yes.
So his confidence is really high. It's always a good sign when you like playing at a fast pace.
Yeah, well, most of the players, it seems like the faster they play, the better they play.
Yeah.
When they think for too long over a shot, they allow the adrenaline to build up, and it tends to frustrate them.
Yeah.
Station.
But with Ralf Souquet, he just plays at the same pace all the time. Whether he's playing good or bad, Ralf, he always plays at the same pace, I think.
Dennis studying up now. It's all about cue speed control here to get on that 7 ball.
Might have been a bit of inside English. It's just about perfect. You couldn't have played that any better, Jerry.
Great fundamentals from both of these players.
Yeah, Dennis is one of the best. He very rarely misses any balls.
Yeah.
Very solid. But the good thing with Dennis is that he never moves on like when he's down in the shot.
Mm-hmm.
He never moves. He keeps everything still.
Well, I first heard of Dennis maybe 5 or 6 years ago as the player in the Philippines that Efren Reyes did not want to face.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think for the money, Dennis has taken over from Efren now. And my personal view is that Dennis and Alex Aguilar are probably the best two players in the world.
Orcollo draws first blood. He now leads 1-0 in our race to 8.
Yeah, he'll be very happy with that start, and he's got the break. Both these guys have been breaking good.
One of the major reasons they're here in the final.
Yeah, the break at this game is a lot more important than 9 ball.
Well, all week I've noticed that there are 2 distinctly different break styles being used, one from the center of the table and one from the side.
Yeah.
Do you have a preference?
I think it depends on each table. Every table seems to be breaking a little bit different. So my first 2 or 3 matches I played, I broke from the centre, and then my last game, I broke from the side rail, which seemed to work better on the table I played on. But I've seen Dennis break from the side rail. I've seen him break from the centre as well. So every table seems to be breaking different.
It would just seem to be easier to get position on the 1 ball breaking from the center because you can control the cue ball a little bit better.
Yeah. But some tables are breaking pretty easy from the centre, and other tables it's very hard to get a ball from the centre. So it's just strange how every table's playing slightly different. And Dennis has chosen to break from the side rail. So I think his main goal is to try and get the 1 ball in the side pocket, and I think the 1 ball was going towards the side pocket, but it got kissed away.
Well, that's the second dry break for Orcollo, so he needs to change something on that break shot.
Yeah, well, I think when he initially broke the balls, the 1 was going towards the centre pocket, but it got kissed away. So just a little bit unlucky there to not make the 1 ball. But Ralf back at the table. He's got an easy safety shot here, Jerry. I think they'll try and get behind the 7 ball here. Yeah.
And he does. He would prefer to be touching that 7 ball, but he's close enough here. This is going to be a tough hit.
Yeah, I don't. In that situation, it didn't really matter whether he's touching the 7 ball or not, because I think he'll come 2 rails, I think, to hit the 1 ball. Well, if it just comes the 1 rail off the short rail from where the cue ball is, he'd have a good chance to hit the 1 ball and scratch in the side pocket. So that's the only danger going this way, and that's what he's looking at doing. So he's got to make sure that he hits the 1 ball full on the left-hand side of the 1 ball as we're looking. or else he could scratch in the side pocket here. Just missed the side pocket, played it really good. And again, that's why the Filipinos are probably the best players in the world at the safety side of the game. Kicking and the safety, they've got so much knowledge.
Yeah, their kicking game is amazingly strong.
It's amazing.
I think Efren was the very first man I ever saw who played kicks to make the shot rather than just hit the ball.
Yeah, and I think that's where they've all watched Efren over the years, and they've learnt a lot of Efren Reyes. But Ralf Souquet doesn't kick too bad either.
He doesn't have too many weaknesses in his game.
What Ralf doesn't know about Paul. He's been around a long time. And in Europe, he's probably renowned as the best player in Europe. The most consistent man in Europe. Ooh, he might make the 10 ball here, Joe.
Just might.
Yeah, might get the 10
He's headed toward the corner. Oh, and that shell holds him up.
I think he's left a 1-10 combination for Dennis. Well, it would have been a lucky shot to make the 10 ball, but the way it's landed has been a little unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
And Dennis has got the 1-10. It's not a gimme, but you'd expect Dennis to make this. I think he's just got to slightly do something with a cue ball so he doesn't scratch.
Indeed, 10 balls down. It's a very quick second rack. Dennis Orcollo now leads our match 2-0.
Orcollo wins game number 2 after 2 games and leads the match 2-0.
One of our sponsors here is the laser rack, and that's the rack that's being used to put these balls together. It has lasers come out 3 sides of the rack in order to make certain that you are always perfectly aligned.
Yeah, for me, it's probably the best invention there has ever been for a rack.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a lot of things used over the years, like the Sado rack and so on, but for me, the laser rack's the best rack ever invented. Because you always get a perfect rack, you make sure everything's in line, and the players haven't anything to complain about.
And the geometry of the rack is very good too. It really does a good job of freezing the balls. You would think that would be a simple thing to do, but it's not. There are a lot of racks on the market that can't give you a good rack.
Yeah, but with this rack, it's like a wooden rack as well. It's just heavy, which is good.
Yeah.
And racks the balls good. Where for me in the past, there's been like a lot of racks used, and like the Sado rack, it just didn't work for me.
Right.
Personally, like it was like really heavy and it to take a lot longer to rack the balls with them.
Mm-hmm.
With this rack, it's simple.
Wow, what a break shot!
Again, he broke from the side rail, so he's stuck with that break. But Dennis hits the balls hard, so but you still need a little bit of luck whether you're going to make a ball on the break.
Well, he's got a little bit of a challenge here getting to the 3 ball because he's going to run into the 6 after he makes the 2.
Yeah,
but it should send him in the right direction.
Yeah, I'm just not too sure whether he can do much with a cue ball after making the 2 ball, running into the 6. So maybe he might just make the 2 and play safe in the 3.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure, knowing Dennis, he'll want to get on the 3. Well, good news, bad news really, Jerry. I think he might have a slight edge over the 3 ball, but it's a tough shot. But at the early doors in this match, he's definitely having the run of the balls.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can see, he can see that ball, but that is far from an easy shot.
Yeah, it's a tough shot. He may even play safe here.
Yeah, I kind of like the safety. It's so much easier than the shot itself.
Yeah. And even if he makes a 3, he isn't guaranteed to land on the 5 ball. So, but we'll see. That's a great shot. Great. That was beautiful. One good shot here, and he will take a 3-0 lead.
He not only made the shot, he set up the table for the rest of the run.
Yeah, but yeah, he has a tough shot here as well. And this is the pressure ball, because if he makes this ball, then the rest of the balls are quite nicely laid out for him.
Okay.
We are using a 30-second shot clock here, so the fellows do not have a lot of time to think.
Yeah.
But you don't need much time when the balls are laying like this.
No. I like the shot clock because it makes the players get into a nice rhythm. It's difficult to think negative when you're playing to the shot clock. You just got to play it as you see it.
It does put the players in a more aggressive stance.
Yeah, definitely.
A little straight on this ball, but I'm sure he'll be able to work it out.
Bit of high English on the ball and perfect on the 9 ball.
That was pretty English.
So Ralph's going to go 3-0 down, and he hasn't really got into the game yet. He hasn't done anything wrong. Just hasn't had the chance yet. But after the way he played in the semi-final against Alex Pagulayan, if he gets his chance, he can do damage.
That was an unbelievable. Right now, however, Dennis Orcollo is really taking command of this match. He leads 3-0 now.
And he's stroking the balls good. In the last rack there, he's made 2 or 3 really good shots. So that's a sign that he's hitting the ball very good. A big crowd for the final as well, Jerry.
Yeah, the room is filled up.
Yeah. This event has grown in the last 2 or 3 years.
Oh, it certainly has. And we, of course, are being run right next door to the BCA Pool League and National Amateur Championship, so there are a lot of eager fans. BCA Pool League is also one of our sponsors, along with Diamond Tables and Aramuth Balls, the Belgian balls, and Simonis Cloth. This is Simonis 860 speed on this table, and that's the tournament blue color.
This is the best cloth in the world, in my opinion.
Oh, that's why tournaments around the world are played on it, eh?
Beautiful.
Dennis rises from his chair, take apart another rack for us.
Dennis is a very quiet guy as well. He just gets along with his game and keeps himself to himself. But again, he's a very nice guy.
Oh, a great fella. He really is. A lot of fun to be around. Great sense of humor.
He isn't quite as loud as Alex Pagulayan.
Well, who is?
That was a good match last night with Cowboys against Alex Pagulayan.
Yeah.
Did you see that game?
Yeah.
A lot of drama there. Ball's getting close inside.
Did anything drop? I didn't hear anything drop.
Made a ball, but I don't think he has a shot on the 1 ball. He'll probably choose to push out.
Well,
he's in a tough spot. Yeah, because he'd like to put the 10 ball back on the spot, but there's no easy place to leave the cue ball without leaving Ralf a shot on the 1 ball.
I should explain that the first shot after the break, players have the option of executing what is known as a push shot, where they do not have to hit the lowest numbered ball on the table. They can send the cue ball anywhere they wish. And then the opponent has the option. He can accept the shot in the table as it lays, or he can turn it back over to the man who created that situation.
Mr. Souquet he's left Ralf a little tempter here. He's asked Ralf the question. He has a tough shot on the 1 ball, but if he can make the 1 ball, I think he would have automatically shape on the 2 ball, which is at the top of the table next to the 4. But
I have to tell you, I'm a little surprised he pushed to there.
Yeah, but he knows he's 3-0 up. Dennis is winning 3-0, and he knows that Ralph's under a little bit of pressure here, so it's a really big test for Ralf, this shot here. But I think I think Ralf has to have a go at this, I think. Just to try and make something happen.
Yeah, he's got to get at the table and stay at the table. Big shot.
Yeah, very big shot. If you're winning 3-0, then it's you sort of fancy the shot a little bit more. But when you're losing 3-0 in a race to 8, then he's gone.
Oh, he was.
I think he tried a two-way shot there, Jay. I think he was trying to attack the 10 ball, but he got a kiss with a cue with a 1 ball, which stopped the path of the cue ball going towards the 10 ball.
A little frustration showing in the face of the great Souquet.
Yeah. But again, he's not left an easy shot for Dennis.
No, but like you say, I mean, we want to talk about the psychology of the sport. This is an easier shot when you're up 3-0.
Definitely, yeah. I'm just wondering whether he's thinking about hitting the 1 ball and to try and draw the cue ball back off the 1 ball to try and make the 10 over the pocket. I think that's definitely an option. The other option is to go for the pot in the top left-hand pocket as we look.
Yeah, the pot is so much easier.
Yeah. He's hitting the ball very good there.
Now, the 3 ball where it sits, he could easily play here for a 3-10 combination.
Yeah, cause I don't think the 3 will pass the 8 ball and the 7 ball into the corner, so it might look. Yeah, I think he has a pretty good angle on the 2 ball as well to just come underneath the 9 ball and then play the 3-10 combination.
And that's the challenge in this shot, is to make sure that 9 ball doesn't snooker you.
Well, I think he's took the safer option, just making sure that he guarantees himself a shot on the 3 ball. So I think he's going to cannon play the combination and make the 10 ball with a cue ball. And there you go.
Oh, it did not go.
This is what Ralf needed. Right, in a race to 8, it's 3-0. This is a very big rack, and the 3 ball passes a 7.
Tough cut, however.
Yeah.
Very thin.
Yeah, but I would imagine Ralph's played a million of these shots, so I don't vision him missing them. About perfect. Just got to make sure he gets good shape on the 6 ball, and the rest of the rack should be quite easy for Ralf. I think he'll just try and find the gap here between the 8 ball and the 9 ball. Keep it simple.
This was not an easy table at all, the way all the balls were moved over to the right-hand side. That left a lot of traffic to navigate. Very impressed with the way these players can put that cue ball in the smallest of gaps.
Yes, this is the first real opportunity that Ralph's had at an open table, so, and I don't see him making a mistake from here. It should be 3-1 and Ralf will have the break.
Oh, things will feel a lot better for Ralf once he gets out of the gate.
He's not played a great shot here though, Jay. He's landed a little bit short on the 8 ball.
Well, he has, but all he has to do is make the shot with a little bit of draw, and he should be in great shape.
Yeah, but he should have made it a lot more simple than what it is. But but again, at this level of play, you still expect Ralf to get out from here. Just got to be careful with this shot. Just make sure that he stays down on the shot and executes the shot as good as he can.
Shape on the 10 is automatic.
Play it the right way.
And Ralf Souquet has gotten off the starting line now. Trails 3-1. It's a race to 8. So it's early days yet, and anything can happen.
Yeah, that was a big rack there for Ralf. He needed to get off the board early. and now he's right back in the game. He would like a nice break and run out here just to make it 3-2, and then we really have game on them.
Yeah, that would put some pressure back on Orcollo.
Yeah, and I think Dennis will be annoyed with himself after missing the 3-10 combination.
I think it's difficult for most fans to understand how important the psychology of this game is, and the confidence that you have at the moment when you're at the table.
Yeah, of course, yeah. For me, maybe 75% of the game is all in the head, and then maybe 25% skill. Because if you don't feel good with your mindset, then it's the toughest game in the world.
Yeah.
And it's very lonely sometimes.
You ask any of these players who's going to win before the tournament starts, they all say, I will.
Yeah.
And they all have to expect that they will, or they have no business being here.
Yeah, we all set out to try and win the tournament. But it's a tough sport because there's hundreds of good players now. Where maybe like 10, 15 years ago, it was a lot easier to maybe dominate the game. But now I think it's virtually impossible to dominate the game. You've just got to take your chance when it arrives, and just try and be as consistent as you possibly can.
Well, that was a dry break for Souquet.
Yeah, and he didn't hit them very well either, Joe, which was very unlike Ralf. Slightly lost a cue ball, didn't quite get the power what I've seen him being getting. So
it did seem a little weak for Ralf.
Yeah, maybe he's a little bit tensed up. And there's a big difference in prize money for the final as well. I think maybe $10,000 difference in prize money. So, and obviously, but the players are more interested in the title. I think to be the Predator International Open 10-ball champion is a great title to have, especially this field.
Oh yeah, this was one tough field.
It's a nice shot there.
Yeah, I love the touch that Orcollo has with that cue.
Yeah, it's great when you watch the Filipinos play because you never see them hit the ball hard. But they always get the white ball to go where they want it to go. It'll be interesting what he tries here. Maybe he's going to play he's going to come to the short rail for the free. I think the free will pass the 6 ball, so. Or he can just soft draw the 2 ball and hold the cue ball for the free into the bottom left.
Yeah, it looks like he wants to settle for the longer shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, he's barely cleared that interfering ball.
Yeah. I think he's going to leave himself a tough shot on the 4 ball after here as well. So I'm a little bit surprised by his choice of shot there, but.
Well, maybe he can kill it coming off that rail.
Yeah, that's why I didn't like the shot on the 2 ball, though, Jay, because it was difficult to get on the 4 ball from the 3 ball. So Dennis is showing a little bit of sign of nerves here, and I think we will see him play safe here. I think he'll try and put the cue ball behind the 6 and get maybe the 4 ball towards the 7 and the 9 ball. Make it as difficult as possible for Ralf to get. To come out the hook, the snooker for the English people. Ooh. He's slightly caught us a little bit of the 6 ball there, Jerry. So he hasn't. I don't think he's left the full ball snooker here. I'm not too sure how much of Ralf can see of the 4 ball.
Boy, it's close.
But I think he can just see enough of the right hand side of the 4 ball, so he maybe can slow roll it, just miss the 9 ball with the cue ball, and the 4 ball should stay where the 7 ball is now, and that should put Dennis in some trouble, and that's what he's played.
Well, he didn't get the high that he wanted from that 9 ball.
No, but at least he got a good cue ball, and he's got a really tough shot, and it's even tougher with how the 5 ball is situated on the right hand side there. So. I don't really see him attacking the 4 ball there because he can't get position on the 5 ball. did play safe, and it's worked out great. I don't think he intended to hit the 4-ball that thin, but Ralf has a pretty good chance of kicking the 4-ball into the side pocket.
Yeah, I like his odds here, putting that 4 in the side, and that'll send the cue ball over to the right side of the table for the 5.
Yeah, just be hoping if he does make it that he misses a 7-ball with a cue ball, because that 7-ball could be dangerous, because he could kiss the 7-ball and scratch in the top pocket. So, but the most important thing is to make.
Oh, he missed it, and Orcollo's safety pays off.
And he missed that by a long way, Jerry, so that was very strange.
Indeed. Orcollo now gets ball in hand. He can place this cue ball anywhere on the table he wishes. You pay a very severe penalty for any foul. We are playing, by the way, all ball fouls. You cannot touch any ball on the table with your clothing or your stick, or it's a foul.
Yeah. Usually I would say he's left a little bit too much angle on the 5-ball, but for someone like Dennis it's not a problem. It's a pretty simple shot for him.
Well, it gets easier, of course, as the game goes on, because you have fewer balls on the table around which to navigate.
Yeah, I think he would have liked a little bit more angle on the 6-ball here, but just got to make sure he gets the right shape on the 7-ball, and then be easy shot to get from the 7-ball to the 8-ball, and his work will be done. He just doesn't want to land straight though, Jerry. He don't want to land straight, but it's not too bad if he does land straight, because it just means he's got to draw the cue ball back. So it just means he's got to put a bigger stroke on the cue ball. Yeah, draw back. Make sure you stay down on these shots. With them type of shots, it's so easy to jump off the cue and then take your eye off the ball and miss it. A lot of amateur players do that.
Yeah, I see a lot of players, when they put a power draw on, they sometimes will grip the cue too hard at the end, and that takes the action out.
Yeah. But Dennis is a perfect example for the amateurs. Just watch the way he plays. He stays down on every shot, completes a shot. Steve Davis is the same with the snooker, you know what I mean? Just stay down until you after you've hit the cue ball. It's important to stop down on the shot. Never take your eye off the object ball until it hits the pocket.
Orcollo is halfway home now. Leads this match 4-1. It's a race to 8. He's making a lot of progress.
Yeah, hitting the ball beautiful. Just made that one mistake in the previous rack. But besides that, he's actually played perfect so far. And Ralf just isn't getting like an open table to just let himself loose. But Ralph's a champion. He's been in this situation many times before, and so he'll not panic. Obviously, he'll be a little bit worried in his chair whether he's going to get the opportunities, but knowing Ralf, he's definitely not going to panic at this stage. He'll just sit there and wait and hopefully wait for his chance to come.
This is Kareem Belhaj. He's the president and CEO of Predator Cues, the sponsor of this great event.
And he takes care of a lot of the Predator guys. And he's a great guy. Loves his pool as well.
Jumped out of an airplane yesterday.
Yeah.
He did. He parachuted yesterday.
Okay. Rather than me.
There are a lot of things you can do in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And most of them involve gambling, but gambling with my life is not one I wish to try.
You don't like playing dice, then, Joe?
Dice aren't going to kill you.
No. You never know. There's cup break there. You used a cup break on That's all because he's taking a lot of power off the break, is Dennis, because he's trying to make the 1-ball into the side pocket, but he just didn't quite get enough power into the break there. And Ralph's back at the table with a good opportunity to get some table time, really. I think this is the first time in the match where Ralph's come to the table first after the break, and we'll have a good chance here to see if Ralf is is feeling good.
Yeah, this could be a run out, and that could be a match-changing situation.
Yeah. Yeah, the only big problem is probably the 4 ball to the 5 ball. But the good thing is that the 4 ball's in a good situation to get good shape on the 5. So he hasn't got to do too much with the cue ball. Just have to make sure he gets right shape on the 3 ball here, which I don't think he has. So he has a tough shot here, Jerry, to get back up for the 4 ball. Unless he just drops a 3 ball into the corner and leaves a longer 4 ball than what he would have liked.
That's almost what I would expect him to do here.
Yeah.
Just accept that long, tough shot.
Yeah. The other option is to punch the 3 ball in and come off the side rail off to the left hand side rail and back across and just avoid the pockets. But now he's going to take the more difficult shot on the 4 ball. I'm just not too sure whether the 5 ball will pass a 7.
It certainly does not appear to, but it always looks different at the table.
Yeah. If not, then I think he'll have to play this with a bit of inside English, come off 2 rails, and hopefully kiss the 7 or the 5 ball into a potable position. But I'm pretty sure that he thinks the 5 ball passes a 7. So you just play this with a touch of right hand side English, come back down for the 5, which he has done pretty good. So I think the 5 ball will go, obviously, but I don't think it's a full pocket. So I think you'll see him cheat the pocket a little bit here, Jerry.
He better not cheat it too much. These are very narrow pockets.
Yeah, I think the biggest key is to make sure that it doesn't hit the 7 before. I think that's what a lot of players usually hit the object ball. What they don't want to hit alongside the shot, but scrapes it very nicely. Couldn't have played it any better if he put it there with his hand.
Souquet now in fine position to clear the rest of this rack and draw within 2 of Orcollo. Dennis ruining that break shot.
Yeah, it's always very frustrating when you give the table up that easy because he completely lost the power on the break. Tried to be a little bit too clever, I think. Just tried to be a bit too cautious with the break. For me, playing 10 ball, I think it pays to hit them as hard as you can. Really power the break.
Right. We've noticed on this table this week that the 2 balls at the corners of the back row have been having a tendency to go 4 rails and then go back into the corner bracket.
I've noticed that as well. Yeah.
But you gotta punch them.
Yeah, you've got to pound them.
Ralf Souquet is the current world 8-ball champion. He's a former world 9-ball champion. He's familiar with the big stage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very rare that Ralf will go. Oh, he's back in the game here, 4-2. Ralf really needs to get his break going now.
Yeah, he's 4-2 and breaking. Yeah, if he can make something happen this rack, we've got a real ball game.
Yeah, and just going back to what you were saying, I think it's very rare that Ralph's gone a full year without winning a major title. I cannot remember him ever not winning a major title in a.
I can't remember too many years. Yeah, I can't remember too many years, but he doesn't win several.
Yeah, because I think he's won the World Pool Masters 5 times. He's won the Derby City Classic maybe 3 or 4 times.
Right. He's been on the winning Moscone Cup team.
Yeah, so many times. He's won the World 8-ball, the World 9-ball. He's won tournaments all over the world at different disciplines, 9-ball, 10-ball, 8-ball, straight pool. He's a solid all-round player. And but it's really strange because Ralph's been doing good on the international stage for like the last 10 years. But until about 3-4 months ago, Ralf hadn't won a Euro Tour in Europe for about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, but then he ran and won 2 in a row.
And then he won 2 in a row. It's a strange game, this pool. And now he's the European ranked #1 player, which puts him in a great position to get his spot for the Moscone Cup in December, which I think Ralph's probably a lock anyway in that team. And for me, I think I have a good chance as well, and it'll be very exciting to be in the Mosconi Cup.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see you there. In fact, we'll see you here because it's going to be in Las Vegas.
The MGM Grand, Las Vegas.
Ralph sees something in that rack he doesn't care for.
And it's notable as well, Joe, the last 18 months that European pool has really come to the front, I think, with European players have been winning everything.
Yeah, what a surge.
Where you go back, 5, 6, 7 years ago, the Americans were dominating the game.
Mm-hmm.
And but the Europeans and the Asians have really taken over at this moment in time. But I do think the Americans will come back strong. And you still have like Shane Van Goyen, who's one of the best players in the world. And hopefully you'll get some players coming through, the kids coming through as well.
Right. Well, the way the game is surging in Asia, I look for a long line of champions out of that part of the world.
Great, in the Philippines, there's not only 10 or 15 good Filipino players, there's 40 or 50 of them. I mean, they're all over the place. In Taiwan, a lot of strong players out there too.
Oh yeah.
China's getting stronger as well.
Yeah, the game is really taking off over there.
Yeah, for me, pool is getting bigger and bigger, and I think in the next 5-10 years, I think it's going to be a really big sport.
Well, Ralph doesn't have a pocket for this one ball, but he's got a nice wall of balls down here on the foot end of the table that he can hide behind.
Yeah, I think not too sure if he can thin slice the one ball in. I think maybe he can. If not, just play safe, get the cue ball, the one ball next to the 9, and that's a shot I would have played as well. But I wasn't sure whether the casino for the one ball to make it, which obviously it was a bit dangerous anyway, because he wouldn't know where the cue ball would have been going.
Well, the question is, do the 1 and the 9 line up in such a manner that you can make that? Is that the 4 ball or the 5 ball?
4 balls. Yeah, which guy? He just he might lose the cue ball a bit here though. Yeah, he's played a good shot there, Jay. He never even attempted to try and make the 4 ball, so he just played safe. And again, that's it pays to be able to work out the angles very good and execute the kicking side of the game as good as the Filipinos. Because for me, every good player can pocket the balls, but the most important side of the game at this level is the safety. And Ralph's been a bit loose there again, Jay. I don't think he's going to get safe there.
Uncharacteristic shot from Souquet.
But again, because Dennis played a good kick shot, he put a lot more pressure on Ralph's safety shot. And that's what you got to do with this game, is try and put as much pressure on your opponent's safety shot as possible.
Well, Dennis is taking a moment to survey the table there. He thinks he's got a good shot at getting out from here, and he wants to plot his path from ball to ball. Is he thinking about that 6-10 combination? Not sure why he would need to do that. Most players would certainly rather run out than attempt a combination with that much space between the balls.
Yeah, I don't really vision him playing the 6-10 combination unless he doesn't get good shape on the 4 ball, which is, I think it's quite difficult to get the right shape on the 4 ball now from how he's landed on the 2 ball. He hasn't landed on the 2 ball the way he would have liked to, so he's got quite a lot of work to do with the 2 ball.
Yeah, he overran that last shot. He's on the wrong side of this ball.
Yeah. So he has the option now, Jay, to play this 4 ball with inside English and come down towards the 7 ball. Or he could play the shot what he did have a little look at earlier and play the 6-10 combination. But
Yeah, it would be ideal to come down the right-hand side of the table and just run into the 7.
Yeah. He'd have to be very unlucky to get stuck behind the 7, and he's played it perfect. And he's probably helped his cause a little bit by just giving the 7 ball a little nudge as well.
Well, the 10 ball is going to hamper the easiest way to get back on the 7. He's going to have to come back up near the center of the table, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's just about okay. Just have to leave a bit of an angle on the 7 ball. And it's not too much of a problem for Dennis Orcollo. It's a good shot. That's a good shot because a lot of players would have put a big stroke on that ball there and come off twice across on the rails. But it's a good sign that Dennis is really comfortable out there and he's hitting the ball really sweet.
And he's taking advantage of every opportunity that Souquet gives him.
Yeah. Yeah, he just keeps leaving the perfect shape on his balls, and this is the most important part of the game as well, is that just leave yourself an angle on the balls, and just means that you haven't got to hit the ball as hard, and the shape on the next ball just comes very easily. These guys are not afraid to leave a tougher shot as well, you know what I mean?
Orcollo keeps stretching it out, getting closer and closer to that magic number of 8. He now leads 5-2. And it's time for Souquet to get aggressive.
Yep. And yeah, he's looking in really good strokers, Dennis. It's going to be tough for me for Ralf to get back in the game, unless he can get that break going. Or hopefully Dennis is going to give up the table to him.
Well, so far in this match, there's been no doubt that Orcollo has done just a better job of controlling the table.
Yeah.
He's making Souquet play his game.
Yeah. Yeah, Ralf really needs to get something going, but at the same time, he's just got to pray that he gets the opportunity. When it's win or break, you haven't got to shoot again. And this man's well capable of running the last 3 racks here to win the match 8-2. So Ralf will just be hoping now that he can get back to the table as soon as possible. He's hit them a lot harder that time, Jerry.
But it didn't do him any good.
The table's breaking too.
Yeah. Always mystifying to me how these tables, all made by the same manufacturer, with the same materials and the same cloth and the same balls, will break so differently.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Makes no sense.
Yeah. Well, I think the biggest part of this rack is the 3 and the 5, Jerry. I have to play a combination 3-5, and I think that's going to be his toughest hurdle in this rack. But Ralf just doesn't look like he's stroking the cue ball as good as what he did against Alex here.
No, he doesn't. That shot did not go in the heart of the pocket. And there was not much need to cheat it.
Yeah, so he just needs to get good shape here on the if he's going to decide to play a 3-5 combination, or maybe the 3 passes into the corner, Jerry. But I think he's slightly come the wrong side. I think he would have liked to have been a little bit lower on the 3 to get natural shape on the 4.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not an easy shot to get back on the 4 ball here.
Well, I will assume that Ralf has taken his extension. You get 1 extension per rack.
Yeah, and I think he needs it here. He has a tricky situation to get back on that 4 ball. I think he's going to have to draw the cue ball back to the side rail. Just missed the 5 ball and come in between the 9 and the 10 ball for the 4 ball in the top left-hand pocket.
That is a lot to ask. Boy, he flirted with that corner pocket.
Yeah.
That did not work the way he had intended at all.
He had a lot more angle on the free ball than I thought, so he couldn't play the shot what I was thinking. But I think he might have got a good roll here, Jerry. I think there could be a gap here.
You think there's an alley there?
Look at this. I think he's just got a bit of a piece of that foul ball, Jerry.
That is tight.
I think he can just make the foul ball, and this is a little bit of luck what Ralf needed, because he's had a big roll there. Yeah.
Again, playing to get through that gap.
But he looked tentative on the cue again, Jerry. I'm not too sure if he can see enough of this foul ball to make it. No. So we'll be seeing a safety shot here from Ralf.
Well, frustration has to begin to take its toll here, even for someone as strong as Souquet. He's watching the finals of a major championship drift away slowly.
He's gone. Oh, Jerry.
Oh, man. When things don't go your way, it can be a very bad day, and right now it's a very bad day for Ralf Souquet.
Yeah. But I think on that shot he was playing a bank shot into the top pocket.
Yes, he was.
Which really shocked me.
Yeah, he's not known as a banker.
Yeah.
He doesn't usually put himself in a position where he needs to bank.
Yeah, because I think he had a pretty good safety shot on there, Jerry. I think he could have got the cue ball behind the 9 ball and just float the 5 ball up to the top of the table.
Well, he may have decided that this is just time to be aggressive, and he's got to take some chances.
Yeah. Well, I'm not too sure I think Dennis is not happy with this shot.
Yeah, he didn't roll
on the 6 ball.
He did not roll far enough for the cue ball to be moving down table where he needs it to.
Yeah, which is careless, because it's important to make sure you leave an angle, even if you leave too much angle. It's better than not having an angle at all. But I think he can just run it through and put the cue ball towards the side pocket where he's making the 6 and just leave a tougher 7 ball.
And then he's going to have a tougher 8 ball. He'll have to run up and down the table for the 8 ball.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is a big shot in the rack, up and down with the cue ball after making the 7. And I think this could be the most important shot in this match.
He's made it, and I believe he's got the shape he needs.
Yeah.
Crowd appreciates it for good reason.
It's amazing how good these Filipinos play when they're like stretching for the ball, because they're all pretty small.
I was going to say, they stretch a lot. And they play so well with that long, long bridge.
Yeah, I think this is looking good for Dennis Orcollo. He's in great stroke. He's playing really good. Ralf doesn't look comfortable out there.
No, he doesn't. Orcollo right now is the master of this match. He is a huge lead now. 6-2 in a race to 8. Not looking good for Ralf Souquet at the moment.
Yeah, and we've been in a race to 8. It's difficult to get back in the game now for Ralf.
Well, the only advantage that Ralf has is this is winter break. So if he can get a 10 ball to fall, he can stay at the table.
Yeah.
And try running some racks, stringing some packs together.
Yeah, I think Ralph's just got to think now that he's got to think of the good things and tell himself that he played perfect against Alex Bagalayan, so if he gets the opportunity, that's what he's got to do again. But just the way Dennis is hitting the ball and stroking the ball, it's difficult to see him losing from here, Jerry. But pull is a funny game.
Yes, it is. I have seen some really strange things happen in this game.
Yeah.
He pounded that one pretty good.
Yeah, it good.
But did anything go in? I didn't hear anything fall.
No ball in the break, Jerry. But again, he left a tough shot for Ralf. It's never easy when you're queuing over the object ball. So again, like Ralph's left with a tough shot here.
That's Scott Smith, our tournament director.
Yeah, legend.
Yeah, he's been around for many years doing this. Quite comfortable out there.
He has a perfect voice for it. A little bit lucky there, Jerry, because he made the one ball off the two ball, which he didn't intend to do, but it's a little bit of luck what Ralf needed.
Orcollo watching.
So this is a great chance now for Ralf to get back in the game. He really needs to step up his game now.
Well played to get down on the 3 ball.
Yeah, that was okay.
The only thing that worries me here, if he uses the 10 to stop the cue ball, the 10 could wind up down on the foot rail. No, he doesn't need to. He's got the right angle here.
Yeah, I don't see a problem here this time for Ralf. And this is what he needed, Jerry. He needed to win this rack for me to have any chance to win the match. Because if it went 7-2 with Dennis breaking, then
yeah, it's over.
It's difficult to see him coming back. But at 6-3 and breaking, he still has a chance.
Well, in 9 ball, I have seen people in races to 12 come back from being down 11-1 to win the match, but 9 ball is a vastly different game from 10 ball.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, mainly because of the break, I would say.
Yeah.
But that one extra ball does make a big difference.
Yeah, there are just so many balls left on the table after the break in 10 ball.
Yeah. But all the top players prefer to play 10 ball. It just takes that little bit more look out the game. And
absolutely.
A little bit more skill required to the game.
Yeah.
And maybe in the future, it's going to be playing all over the world, 10 ball.
Well, it's certainly growing in popularity. We have tournaments now in most parts of the world for 10 ball.
Yeah. Yeah, it's growing.
As you say, the players love it, and the fans are growing quite fond of it as well.
Yeah, I think it just stops. It stops players cheating the rack. Like at 9 ball, a lot of people know a lot of things about the racking with 9 ball, which I'm not really a fan of that side of the game. I just think that you should rack the balls as good as you can and as fairly as you can. And but a lot of the top players who've been playing for a long time, they seem to know like a lot of racking systems.
They are rack mechanics.
Yeah. But the good thing with 10 ball is that it's difficult to find anything with a break. Corey Jewell maybe is probably the cleverest racker of the balls, I think, in the world. Even at 10 ball, he always seems to find a way to break a little bit softer than most players and make a ball.
And make a ball. Souquet now at 3.
Yeah, that was a big rack, Jerry.
Dennis Orcollo, of course, leads 6-3. It's a race to 8.
Yeah, that was a big rack for Ralf, and I think this is his last opportunity. He really needs to string some racks together here, just to put some pressure on.
Let me remind you one more time, our primary sponsors here, Predator Cues, jbetpoker.net, and Ozone Billiards, play in the zone.
And I've seen Ralf do this a lot, Jerry. He seems to put that white ball in his pocket.
In his pocket. It's become a habit he's taken up in the last 6 months.
Yeah. But I think they put some type of oil in the pocket. I think it makes the cue ball a little bit cleaner and shinier, and I think it bounces a little bit more off the rail. Because I've seen John Smith do it a lot as well, but he uses his towel.
Actually, I noticed a snooker player do that a few weeks ago, and the referee called him on it.
Yeah.
And took the cue ball away from him and cleaned it himself.
Yeah, I don't think he's doing any harm by putting it in his pocket.
Oh, I don't either. I think
if there's something in the pocket.
I think he's just cleaning the chalk off, so that he doesn't get any skid shots. There's a problem in pool when you have a dirty cue ball.
Yeah.
If the cue ball hits an object ball with some chalk between the two balls can cling together and change the path of the object ball. It's called a skid.
Yeah. In England, it's called a kick.
Really?
Dennis has showed a little bit of his first real bad mistake, I think, Jerry, in this match. And this could be a big turning point, Jerry.
Certainly could.
You've been doing this job, Jerry, now for what, 20 years, 25 years?
Going on, yes, indeed. I've seen a few matches.
Yeah, but it's an honour for me to commentate with you, because for me, like, you're the best in the world at the job.
Oh, well, thank you, but it's just something that I really enjoy.
Yeah. You like to travel the world doing this? You've been Philippines, Asia, all over Asia?
I love travel after I get there. I absolutely despise airports.
I'm the same. It's good when you get there. The worst part is coming home, I think.
It's a long ride home, isn't it?
Yeah, especially if you get beat early in the tournament or you have a bad tournament. But if you've had a good trip, then it's a nice travel home.
Souquet plays the three-rail safety. This is a classic safety shot. Everybody needs this shot in their repertoire.
Yeah. But Dennis will just follow the same path as where the two ball took with the safety shot Ralf just played.
Mm-hmm.
But when he hits the two ball, he's going to need some luck for whether it goes safe or whether he can make it. Oh, he can go one way.
Taking a different path.
Yeah. So, this is a bit tougher shot, I think.
Yeah, he's got a... Oh, he's
playing safe. He's locking the ball up. And maybe he's played it good. That was a clever shot.
Yeah, but he's put himself on 2 fouls.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think with Ralph's, if Ralf gets good shape on the 4 ball, then I think he'll be trying to run the balls. If he doesn't get good shape on the 4 ball, then he'll have a simple hook to get Dennis behind and maybe get Dennis on the 3 fouls. So it's all about from the 3 ball to the 4 ball here, Jerry.
Well, here comes the 3.
I think he's going to try and get... I wonder if the 4 ball passes. If the 4 ball passes a 6 ball into the top right hand pocket, then they'll definitely be running the rack.
Yeah, he'll just run out, but...
I think the way he's positioned the 3 ball, it must do. Yeah.
I think he's playing for the 3 foul.
You think so? But if he was playing for 3 foul, I would have liked to have got closer to the 4 ball.
Yeah.
I would have liked to get closer to the 4 ball just to make my work a little bit easier. But I'm pretty sure that this 4 ball passes, Jerry. I've just got a feeling.
Your vision is better than mine. I can't tell. Oh yes, from here to yeah, you're right.
Nice.
He played it badly.
That's why. That's what I'm saying. The closer you get to your work, the easier it would have been. And I don't understand why he left it so short.
I don't either. And
he just gave the rack up. He just gave the rack away, Jerry. And that's a massive mistake at this stage of the match. That's unbelievable, really.
I'm just curious if Ralf miscued on that shot.
No, I think he just pulled out the shot. He just didn't quite grab. He didn't because he left a lot of distance between the white ball and the 4 ball.
Mm-hmm.
He just didn't stroke it good. Yes, I think that probably just cost him the match, that shot, though, Jerry.
Afraid you may be right. Orcollo is very close to climbing up on the hill.
And when this guy smells blood, he doesn't like to let go.
No, he doesn't.
Could have been better shape on the 9, but it should be okay. Play. 1 rail or 2 rails, Jerry?
Oh, 2. If not 3.
I don't think this is too good. Let's play 3 rails, but maybe a little bit shorter than what he wanted. The tables are playing really quick, so it's perfect.
Dennis Orcollo getting very, very close to home now. He is on the hill, leading 7-3 in a race to 8.
Yeah, that's going to hurt Ralf. That's a big mistake from Ralf.
Filipino players have been feared throughout the world for many, many years now, and you are seeing why. Orcollo has yet to score a world championship, and he is destroying a man who has had several.
Yeah, I just think it's a matter of time before. Well, this is a tougher field to win a world championship. Winning this, if you can snap off the 10 ball, the International Predator 10 ball championship. It's probably his biggest title, I think, if he wins this.
2 of our lovely fans.
Yeah, Borini and Olga, I think, from New York. Kareem likes chatting to the girls. Kareem's got a very good seat there.
Yes, he does. Well, this will be Dennis Orcollo's final break shot of the match, no matter what happens here.
Yep. Made a ball. And he's maybe has a shot. Yes, he has a shot. A little bit lucky to get the shot on the 1 ball there, but I think this could be it, Jerry. I think this could be the beginning of the end, let's say. And I think Ralph's going to be disappointed with himself in this match. But Dennis has played very good in this game. He's looked the more comfortable of the 2 players throughout.
And he's certainly made fewer mistakes. Both men have made mistakes, uncharacteristically. But Dennis has made fewer.
Yeah, Dennis has made maybe 1 or 2 mistakes.
Yeah.
In a race to 8, that's not too bad. Because there's a lot of pressure. But Ralf has just never looked comfortable to me.
Strange for Souquet. In fact, this didn't look like the Ralf Souquet that I'm most familiar with.
Maybe he peaked too early against Alex Pagavani.
Yeah, he may have laid it all. He may have left it all on the table with Alex, whom he defeated 7-1.
Yeah, because it's always difficult to repeat that performance, to play perfectly. You know what I mean? It's nice when it happens, but it's not very often it happens. And this game's all over, Jerry. Dennis will be feeling very good inside now. His heart will be racing away, but at the same time he knows that he's won the match now. So he'll be feeling very excited inside. There's no better feeling now in the world when you get right to your last 2 balls, knowing that you're going to win the tournament.
Yes, but at the same time, those pockets begin to look like thimbles.
Yeah, maybe, but when you've got a lead of 7-3, and a player of his quality, he's probably never missed a 10 ball like this before in his life. So, he just knows he knows he's won the game now. He's just be feeling very, very good inside.
There it is. Dennis Orcollo is the new Predator International 10 ball champion, defeating Ralf Souquet by the score of 8-3. Boy, it's been a long week, and it has just paid off big time for Dennis Orcollo of the